To make the most unnecessary and useless shortcut, we need a cuckoo clock sound, a base64 encoder which allows to pack the clock sound straight into the clock shortcut, and the clock shortcut itself. The sound can be either recorded, or we can create it using GarageBand. Open GarageBand. Add a new project. Select some drums and record a single note. Switch to track view and go to settings. Set tempo to 200 beats per minute or so. Scroll down to advanced settings and verify that the 24-bit resolution is not selected, just to save some data. Go to section settings now. Create a section and set its length to 1 bar. Add a new track. Select an instrument and add 2 notes. Something. Maybe. May it be something like this. Use instruments of your choice and don't forget to adjust track volumes. And now export. Select song. The lowest quality. Tap share. Save to files. And give it some name. The sound is now ready. To create the base64 encoder, open the Shortcuts app. Create a new empty shortcut and give it some name. I call it B64. Now open Details, and select Show and Share Sheet. This will add the first command automatically. You may go to Privacy Settings and deselect Allow Running when locked. Now tap Done. We want to convert media files only, so we have to adjust the command. Tap the blue text. Tap Clear. Select Media. And tap Done. Search for base64 command and add it. Verify that the blue text shows the word encode. We do not want the data to be modified, so tap the small blue arrow and select No New Lines. Now search for clipboard commands, and select Copy to Clipboard. The shortcut is now complete. You may put the Stop This Shortcut command as the last item, if you wish. Oh, wait, I forgot something. Look at the first command. It is set to continue if there is no input. It is not a clever selection, so tap the blue word and change it to, say, stop and respond. And write some response. Just a bit of error handling. Let us try to encode our cuckoo clock sound. Open the Files app and search the sound file. Tap it long to view the menu, and tap Share. Tap the B64 shortcut in the share sheet, and that is, our sound file is now in the clipboard and will wait there for some time. We start to build the shortcut as usually. Rename the shortcut and then check privacy settings. Running when locked should be enabled this time. Select the first command. Surprisingly, it calculates distance between two locations. It is a protective measure, which allows the clock to be noisy only if I am at or near a particular place, at home for example. Open the details. Set route type to direct, unit and precision at your discretion. This command works only if location services are on, and the shortcut is allowed to access them. Also keep in mind that location services work fastest if Wi-Fi is turned on. Create a conditional expression like this. If distance from previous command is greater than something, then I've set the range to 1 kilometer. You can use decimal numbers, like 0.5 or so. Check your settings, especially number format, and use either the decimal dot or a comma accordingly. Remove the otherwise section of the if statement. Add the stop this shortcut command into the if section. In other words, if your distance from given location is greater than a number you entered, the shortcut stops without any noisy effects. The shortcut needs to know the current time, thus add the date command. It defaults to current date and time. No changes required. Now add the set variable command to store the actual time into a variable, for example into the myTime variable. But the date and time can be retrieved in many formats. We need hours only, in 12-hour cycle. To achieve this, tap the date, set time format to none, and date format to custom. There is a long string representing the date-time format. Erase all characters and enter a single small letter H. The small h means hours in 12-hour cycle, and the single letter means no leading zeros for values less than 10. The cuckoo clock should be rather noisy. We have to change the volume accordingly. Therefore we need to remember the actual volume to be able to restore it later. Use get device details. Tap it and select volume. Store the value into some variable. And now we have to add the sound. Do you remember? It is in the clipboard. Add an empty text field. Tap to get focus. Tap again to invoke the paste function. Tap it. The strange text you see is part of the sound. Never try to edit manually. We have to decode the dataset back into binary to be able to use it. Select the base 64 function. Tap the blue encode word. Change it to decode. Now set the cuckoo sound volume. Set volume command defaults to media. Thus we only need to edit the volume value. The next section is the main loop. There is a small issue. The repeat command does not allow to use variables. Never mind, there is more than one way to do it. Set the repeat count to 12. Now add the if statement. The goal is a condition like, if my time is greater than 0, then do something. To be able to do it, tap the variable myTime and change its type from date to number. The next command is, play sound. Tap details. Tap choose variable. Tap the magic wand, scroll up, and select the item called base 64 encoded. That is our sound. Now decrement the variable myTime by 1, and store the result back to myTime. The otherwise section is unnecessary, but if it is there, then we put there an empty command, nothing. The shortcut is complete except housekeeping. We restore the original volume using the variable myVolume. Let us check it. Nothing happens. Of course, I am too far from the set location, but if I change it to my current location, automation. The shortcut can be triggered manually to announce current hour at any time, but some automation is necessary to run it automatically. Tasks with hourly repetition cannot be set, therefore an automation item must be created for each hour we want the clock to sound. Open shortcuts. Tap automation and create new. Tap time of day and set time. Select daily. Tap run immediately and switch off notification. Tap next and select the Cuckoo clock shortcut. Review settings and tap done. Repeat these steps for any other hour of your choice.
Automation. 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 Automation.
Automation.